hear it. It is October 22nd, 2023 in the year of our Lord, Sunday, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. You are here. You are rocking with the best. You see it. We made it, y'all. Oh, my goodness. So happy to be here. Thank you for joining us today in the most amazing aura and day that we can have. I am wiped, y'all. Cann-A-Ween 5 took me out. Oh, my goodness. I am tired. But it was amazing. I am so happy to be here to make it and do the show today. I didn't think I was going to make it, y'all. I'm not even playing. I am wiped out, but we made it here today. And I got Coach Damon is in the building, y'all. Give it up, Coach.
That'd be Coach Hill. The one and only in the house.
Do I got to do that every time? I'm not saying Coach Hill every fucking time. I'm not. You already throwing the coach on there. Like, that should be good enough.
No, because only, see, like in the coaching community, you have some people that are known by Coach so-and-so. It's never, like that coach first name. It's like, nah, that's some football coach bullshit. And no, you wouldn't say Coach Roy. You say Coach Roy Williams, right?
No, but you would say Coach Roy, and you also say Coach Prime, which is his nickname.
He's Coach Deion Sanders.
Really?
I would never say Coach Prime.
Well, that's what they say. And also, too, people usually just say Coach. I could just say Coach.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
The reason I never will say Coach Prime, because that man is an official coach, leader of young men. Don't go by his nickname. Okay. Give that man his due respect. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the national media. Okay, give him his due respect. All right, give him. You know what I'm saying? Because other coaches, you don't call Coach Nick Saban by a nickname or whatever.
He don't have
but I'm just saying, even if he did, or put it like this, it was always Robert Montgomery Knight, Robert the General Knight. It was never
Coach Knight or Bobby
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They gave him his due respect, even though he had a nickname, Coach K.
Yeah.
It was Mike Krzyzewski.
But they call him Coach K though. They don't call him Coach Mike or Coach Krzyzewski.
But then again,
anyway, their nicknames before you drag us in the weeds, fuck that. We are not here to talk about coaches' fucking names. We are here to talk. What is it? Cann-A-Ween 5, and how amazing that event was. Again, I can't believe it, y'all. I finally got Coach to come out. It was the 5th one, the final harvest, and Coach finally came out.
Damn, man, you need a bib?
Huh?
You just wasted more water than you drink.
What I'm saying? The good thing is I ain't get it on me. I got it on the table, but I ain't get it on me.
This is like the third sweet.
For real. I got it on the table. I'm glad I didn't get it on me. I need to fucking roll up. But what's the name? Yo, Cann-A-Ween 5 was sick. Super shout out to fucking Elite Homegirl Academy, Zach Post. Oh my God, y'all did y'all thing again. It was that shit was fucking bonkers. Man, okay. Number one, what's this shit? There's a strong possibility that when my man posts his outfit, his costume was so effing good that when he came out, I low-key thought this cat was freaking Jeezy. He dressed up like young Jeezy for this thing, and I don't know why in the fuck.
That's not how this went. Let's be truthful.
Yo,
in this. That is not how this went.
His costume was good. I low-key thought this man was fucking Jeezy. It took me a minute. Had to tell my nephew. Shout out to my nephew Ron Jr., who was in the building. That was not him, because Ron thought for sure that was him because he had never met Zach. But Zach, super shout out to you, bro. That costume was amazing. Got my fucking ass. That was, man. That shit was good. Go ahead, Coach. I know you're gonna talk your shit. Go ahead.
On the fact that you were highly fooled by this man, let's not forget the fact that not only did you not just skip across the floor, this grown man ran across the floor with his camera. Now, unbeknownst to you, later on that evening, I had a small interview with said man, because I was thoroughly impressed. He told me when he told me he had been planning that for 2 months.
He did?
He told me
Zach
he
said he planned that for
planned
2
that
months?
for 2 months.
Wow.
I was like, man, you got him with the fake jewelry and everything.
Keep talking. I gotta grab some. Keep talking.
I'm like, man, they actually thought that jewelry was real. I mean, this was the epitome of XXL magazine, back of the magazine jewelry. It was really blinging, shining, and everything. But as O said, I did come out and to show some support for the guys. I normally like to just be in the house, smoking weed, watching basketball, and smoking weed and watching basketball. But it was a great experience. Just like B and Big J said last week when they was on the show, there was a lot of networking going on. Shout out to She with the weed. When he came through, I got a little something from him.
She with the weed always come with it. Always.
But just like it was stated last week in advance, the different depths and levels of weed that was there for consumption or for sale, or then you had the people who were showing you how to grow. There was someone there with they had plants and they had a lamp. They were teaching things. There was then the different accessories that were being sold, the food,
the provision. Shout out to them.
the camaraderie that was there, that was on display.
HPG, shout out to them.
Amongst everyone. I must say to the young lady,
Taco Drip, shout out to y'all.
To the young lady that had on the angel wings, I do believe you should have won that contest. It was a I'm not a huge purveyor of costumes, but those, I didn't know that those were wings at first. Like when I first saw her, because they weren't spread out.
Oh.
And when she spread them out, it looked like the angel on the X-Men. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this: was she pregnant?
You should never ask that question.
I'm asking you, not her.
No, she wasn't.
She was okay because there was another lady that, and I know her. That's Zach's cousin or niece, and she was pregnant, and she was at the Cann-A-Ween. I think it was Cann-A-Ween 3 when we were down on South Broadway that one year, and that's the one D and I did when I did D produced it, and Josh and I hosted it, and we did Cann-A-Ween. We did the show, the whole Cann-A-Ween, and she had a magnificent costume that night, and she had a great costume Friday night. So that's who I thought you were talking about.
Who was she Friday night?
Friday night she had wings on, so that's who I thought you were talking about. She kind of looked like a goddess again. She was a goddess a couple years ago, but it was like different. It was like a heavenly type goddess. You know
Is this
what I
the
mean?
girl who was on stage? Because there
Here's
was
the
only
thing.
one.
See,
the girl who had the wings had the lights on them.
This is the thing. Yeah, and I think she had lights on too. But Coach, this is why I'm so glad that you went, fam, because you can give a perspective that I can't give. I was working. I was working that booth, so I made my round around there, but I wasn't able to make rounds and like see each and every person that was there. I hollered at everybody. I was a carnival barker. You know what I mean? Trying to get people to come to the Papa Shot. The Hoops and Haze was amazing. Major shout out to Timeless Vape Company for sponsoring it. Major shout out to B, Cola Lounge owner, STL Cannabis Club, owner, purveyor, curator, for bringing me in and bringing me in with those folks. And I was running that with them. So I didn't really have, like, you got a way better experience or much different experience than I got. You know what I'm saying?
Like me and my date, my wonderful woman,
Major shout out to her. Looked great, and I know she the reason why you came out.
Yeah, she gets me to experience new things. Shout out to her.
And for real, and let's look at this, bruh. You have come out to two things in the last month that we know normal Coach Damon Hill, whatever the fuck you want the whole government, would never do. What do you think about this, man? Like, you came out to fucking 50th hip hop event last month, which
That's because it was trivia.
True, but normal you probably wouldn't have came to that. Then you came to Cann-A-Ween, something that last year when we interviewed Zach in that same seat that you sitting in, you said you were interested and you gave a good interview with him like you always do because you know what you're doing. But you were in the mindset, I don't mess with Halloween. No, that is you. I don't mess with Halloween. I don't do costumes like you mentioned earlier, but you still came. What did you
No, I'm laughing because I shout out to my boy Blake Bill. I had sent him a text message with the flyer for Cann-A-Ween.
Yeah, what did he say?
And he was like, "Man, stop telling me stuff at the last minute." And so what I told him what it was and everything, he sends me a message. He's like, "You wearing a costume?" Like I'm like,
Right,
so
man,
I sent it back like, nah, I'm just going. Then he was like, "Oh, I'm just checking to make sure shit's still cool."
Right. Because if you wearing a costume, you a whole new motherfucker. Shit.
No costumes.
Damn right.
Yeah, I did come as Mr. Fly Friday night.
Oh God, where's it at? Where is it at?
He's a hater.
That was horrible. Matter of fact, let's go back and before we let's go back to Friday night. And how did it work out on Papa Shot this year? Not this year. This is the first time. And like I said, major shout out to vape company, Timeless Vape Company for sponsoring our Papa Shot this year. But what did you think about basically me busting your ass on the Papa Shot this year? I thought it was dope.
For one,
you know what I'm saying?
Like I stated, I really didn't have anything to prove because this is October. If you go back 7 months to when we were in Cleveland and I embarrassed you 2 out of 3 on the Papa Shot, so I was pretty much like Friday night, like not wanting you to lose your confidence or be down while you was trying to celebrate. So I'll let you win a couple games.
Wow.
Plus, as a matter of fact, what you really need to know is Friday, I woke up at probably like 4:45, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
What time do you think I started smoking?
If you woke up at what time? 4 or 5?
Yeah.
What time did you start smoking? Probably shortly after you got up.
Ain't no shortly.
Yeah.
All day.
What the fuck does that got to do with me? They ain't got to do shit to do with Papa Shot.
All
Don't
day
run
and
that,
all
coach.
evening.
Don't run that bullshit.
Oh no.
Don't
get me wrong. You won. It wasn't no big deal.
Shit to do with
but I was already retired. I mean, I already beat you 2 out of 3 on the road in a neutral facility.
Please.
No home court advantage. Even one game shooting with my left. Anyway, but it was a lot of fun.
Making up excuses.
I was glad to see even though the location of the Papa Shot, it seemed like it was off in the cut a little, and I can understand that.
Mm-hmm.
It still was people coming through, having fun, shooting. Just looking back, surveying everything while I was there, it's just like a huge weed smoking party.
That's what it is.
And
that's what it is.
It wasn't. Now I didn't see the burlesque dancers that were advertised.
Yeah, I think that the burlesque dancer got replaced with the stilt walker. We had a stilt walker in there. I got a.
Oh well, that's another thing. You remember what time we got there? So
yeah, y'all got there a little late. The stilt walker, and y'all didn't see the stilt walker by the time y'all got there, huh?
No.
Okay, yeah. So I think they got replaced by that, and there was a magician there as well. I didn't really get to see too much of his magic because, like I said, I was running the booth. But just major super shout out to.
It was magic shows. I was doing magic all night. I was making weed disappear.
We all was. We all was doing that. Major shout out to just every, patron that came through and everybody who came to Hoops and Haze and came over and, shouted out, got they shot out, got they shooting on and signed up for my my email. I got an email list that I'm putting together. So those of you that want to be a part of future events and don't have to worry about finding out about shit last minute, because finding out about shit last minute does suck, and that sometimes is how it works here in STL. There are so many events. There are so many events going on. Like when I had hip hop, my 50th anniversary of hip hop event last month, I straight put the shit in. What is it? I put it in the RFT. I put it in the Post-Dispatch. I put it in the American. I put it in different places so people could see it besides social media. But for those of you that would like to get down, I got emails now, so I'm going to be sending that out each time we do this, because this Papa Shot is not going to be limited to Cann-A-Ween, because this may be the final one from what I was told, but I also heard something different. So, but what is it? Papa Shot will be at the next event I do. And it's going to be the same deal. You scan a QR code, you give your email, and then boom, you get to jump on there. What up, Sanchez? I see you, bro. You should have brought your ass out to Cann-A-Ween. You was there last year. You should have came this year. You would have loved it. But I am just so happy to be a part of what those brothers are doing. I've seen the growth with them. I've seen the growth with Cannabis Club, Brennan England. For as long as he's been doing it, I've seen the growth with Post. As long as I've known about him, and as long as I've known about Brennan as well, it's cool. And I think you got a sense of this too, Coach, by actually being down there, because you get to interact with these people, with this cannabis community that we have in St. Louis when they come on the show. But besides the hip hop event, this was the first time you went to a big St. Louis cannabis event, so you get to see the community in its full glory. Like, what did you think about that? These are folks that you don't normally, see or interact with. What did you see? What did you think about that?
Well, it was cool. I don't have an issue or problem with networking. It's always good for people to network.
Always.
As long as it's done in the correct way. And then, it's always good to latch on and be around things that are positive, always. Especially when you're talking about our community and when it comes to working together, to be able to show people outside of the community and the younger generation that people can work together, especially when there's money involved, and not be worried about, well, who's doing this and making that. And long as it's all towards a common goal, it gets no better. And everything is always better before 20.
It really is. And when you got like-minded people, like you said earlier, and you got folks that care about the plant and love the plant and are celebrating the plant, and you throw on Halloween, I mean, shit, and it's this time of year, it don't get no better. And for those of you that aren't big Halloween people like Coach is, this man still had a great time. You know what I'm saying? And was still able to enjoy and shit. So I was just happy for him.
But that's because of my date.
Say what?
That's because of my date.
I hear you. Super Sanchez is asked on IG, what are we smoking on? What you smoking on, Coach?
Contact Sheed with the weed. I don't know what this is, but I got it from him Friday night. It was a little jar or something. I don't know what it is, but it's great. It's light. Got a little sour-like kind of smell to it a little. Got that nice sticky film where it's a little film left on your fingertips.
Oh, so there you go.
But it's all broke down.
Getting that keef on there. When you get that stickiness on you, get that resin on your fingers. That is a great thing. That's how you know you got something good. Sanchez, I am smoking on Brit's Buds. This sister, she blessed me Friday night at Cann-A-Ween. Want to give major shout out to Brit's Buds. Brittany, stop playing. You need to come on High Off the Glass. Like I told you, make sure you email me. Those of you that are interested in becoming coming on High Off the Glass, whether you be in the cannabis industry or not, I've interviewed business owners, comic book shop owners, comedians, musicians, whoever. So High Off the Glass, same name as the show, on Gmail. So hit me up. And Brittany blessed me Friday night, and that's what I'm blowing at hers right now. I forget the name of this shit, but it is amazing. And major shout out to my boy Big J. I am connecting with him later. He has some new flower on deck for me. And all his shit is amazing. I wanted to get some of them damn melts. Did you try melts from Elite?
I got it in the gift pack.
You did?
Yeah, I had a pre-roll and about 2 grams, I guess.
Damn right. Right. Shout out to Elite, and shout out to Elitist, because their shit is the shit. You got any with you?
Man, that's been gone.
Fuck.
You know how long that was?
I'm about to get a zip of that shit next time
I smoke weed.
I'm getting a zip of that shit. All right, so
sometimes I smoke weed a lot.
That's not sometimes.
That was an inside joke. Sometimes I smoke weed a lot. Think about it.
It's inside to just you. Damn. Don't hurt yourself. Well, let me let Coach get himself together. We are we're gonna jump into this NBA real quick. I am so happy. Da 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 da. Where is it at?
Don't do that.
Where is it?
You could have played some Curtis Blow or something. Rapping basketball.
The NBA. Hold on. Why do we have? This is horrible, Just. We need some new sound effects. We got 2 of the same fucking thing right here. Drum roll. We need to fit in the cow. That needs to be fixed. All right. So NBA season comes back October 24th, this Tuesday. Thank you, God. I am so happy to have you back. I missed you, NBA. I truly missed you. You are the greatest sport on earth. I am so happy to have you back in my world. And we are gonna now the games Tuesday night, right? Opening night aren't the best games. I mean, I don't know why the West Coast.
Oh, you feel they ain't the best games?
The reason because you're only featuring one conference. You only got Western Conference playing Tuesday night.
First of all, you got the defending champs getting their rings.
I get it. They couldn't play Boston. They had to play the Fakers. Like you look. This is Tuesday night. We got the champs, like Coach just said, playing the Fakers. They're playing in Denver. Then you got Phoenix.
You know what that means?
Huh?
You know what that means right there? That means they're gonna have a special uniform on. They're gonna have a uniform trimmed with gold.
It does not matter who Nuggets are playing. Nuggets are the highlight, but
That's
they
what I'm
could have been
talking about.
playing anybody. Why the Fakers? It doesn't have to be
You know
them.
how big a game that is?
Huh?
You know how big a game that
It'd
is?
be a bigger game if it was Boston playing them.
No, it wouldn't.
would be
That
bigger.
means Boston would be starting the season on a road trip.
I don't give it. They already are. Hell, they got to play.
It's a big difference between starting a road trip on the West Coast and starting a road trip. That's not even a road trip. That's a road game.
But that's the thing I don't like. This is the second season in a row that Boston has to start on the road at MSG. MSG, Knicks ain't shit. Why aren't they coming to Boston? Can't Boston open up a season? Doesn't that make more sense? Like, who wins
games.
more?
It's 41 games.
We always going to goddamn New York. That's stupid. But, okay, so that's game one. Game two is Phoenix at Oakland. Phoenix at San Fran, Golden State.
Once we handle business this year, we know where the home opening game gonna be.
Well, that has to happen. What is it? Phoenix at Golden State. Coach is not high on Phoenix this year. I am. I think they're going to be better. I don't know. Hopefully, Vogel won't get in the way, and Vogel will make them better.
Get in the way. Frank Vogel is a championship-winning coach.
He's a championship winner. Man, anybody could have won on it.
Frank Vogel is just what those guys need. Exactly what they need because he's a defensive-minded coach. When you have three guys who are offensively minded like those guys are, strongly offensively, you have to be able to develop a defensive culture just like Boston did when they formed the Big Three. The first thing that Doc did, I got to get these guys' mind frame set on playing D.
Yeah.
And we locked in on D from the giddy up.
Yeah.
And came out the gate, 66 wins.
Yeah.
When you forming a team like that though, where KD he developed his defensive identity once he got to Golden State, and that was still masked by. I mean, don't get me wrong, it improved because they were a great defensive team.
Right.
But he's still not a great defensive player. He's a very good defensive player. I'll give him that. Help defensive player.
So you think Frank is going to push him over the top to be a great defensive player?
Not so much individually, but like I said, as a team, Frank Vogel's mindset is about defense first.
Right.
And that when you put a team together like that, you have to get them to sell out on defense first.
Right.
Because the offense is going to come natural. That's not even a problem. I never like to hear when people be like, well, you got three guys and can they share the ball and blah 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 blah. Elite hoopers will always share the ball.
Right.
If you just look at it, each one of them individually already was averaging like about 4 assists a game. So it's like, come on, but they really do need a point guard.
Yeah.
A traditional point guard.
Yeah, that's what I heard somebody else because Bradley Beal ain't it, but hopefully he can. I think he should relish that role. Where number one, you always seem to get hurt because you're doing a lot because your team needs you to do a lot. If you can slow down and just facilitate to everybody and be what CP3 was, be that mid-range assassin. You know what I mean? And they'll be fucking great. And you bring a great point up. I gotta give you props on that because Frank Vogel is known for his defense. The Pacers had great fucking defense when he was running them. Fakers had great defense when they won in the bubble. And yeah, you're right. And so you nailed it with that. And again, I think Phoenix is going to be a problem. You got some good fucking scores. I still like Nurkic. You know what I'm saying? I know Portland didn't.
I love Nurkic.
Yeah, I mean,
but
he didn't do a whole lot for Portland. He didn't do what they thought he was going to do. But
once again, he's a good help defender. that's the thing that's gonna be the tell and tell between Phoenix and a lot of teams. It's gonna be like, what are your bigs gonna be able to do?
Right.
Point blank.
Right.
What are your bigs and your others gonna be able to do?
Right.
And like, there's a lot of guys out there with the money they make. I've been looking at a lot of different guys, like who I would want on Boston. That's a big guy. And I'm telling you, man, this. But there's
what?
I don't want to get off subject. I don't want to get off the subject, but there's a lot of guys out there there's guys that I've been looking at for years that I would want that may come available.
Okay, but I get that. But what about finish your thought
with
with
the bigs with Phoenix, Nurkic and Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon's not big, but Nurkic and Eric Gordon are really gonna make a big difference.
Hell yeah.
Phoenix, like I said, once it gets around February or March, then you'll be able to tell, and that'll be right before the end of the season.
Right.
Unless something drastic happens, but injuries are something to look out for, and it's just it's a couple other teams that are in that same boat with Phoenix, and it don't seem like it, but they really are.
Yeah.
And that would be, honestly, New Orleans and Memphis.
Oh, please. First off, did you hear about? Okay, let me go back to the. Now I'll come back to Phoenix. Did you hear? Well, I don't know what Memphis is going to do without Steven Adams. They have no for real center now. He's out for the entire season. Did you just see that this morning? That just came through.
I didn't see that this morning.
Yep. So he's out. You have your superstar that's not going to come back until 25 games into the season. Then you got a whole new leader in Marcus Smart. That whole nucleus has to get figured out.
But
so
don't
put Memphis up there.
No, you got to look at it like this. They've played without Ja Morant before, and they have excelled without him.
They've never played with Marcus Smart though. That's a different deal.
Yeah, Marcus Smart. Think about this.
They have to get used to him. He has to get used to them.
Think about this. Marcus Smart, former Defensive Player of the Year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's the defending Defensive Player of the Year?
Huh?
Who's the defending Defensive Player of the Year?
JJ.
Both on the same team.
Yeah.
And a very underrated player, Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane.
He ain't underrated. He just got broke off.
No, he's still underrated though.
He just got broke off. He ain't underrated. They paid the shit out of him.
Remember my segment. He's still underrated. Okay. Trust me.
Good tease.
Trust me.
Look at you with the tease.
Trust me. Very much underrated. But
stick around for Learn Something, y'all, because Coach has a really good segment this week for Learn Something. He just teased it, baby teased it. Y'all gonna
when you break down his numbers for what he's done in the league, it's like, damn, you know, it justifies the payment, but he's still underrated. When you think about two guards, Desmond Bane's name doesn't pop in your head.
Yeah, well,
for a while.
Again,
you see what I'm saying?
True.
That's what I mean about him. But he's a very good player. He's a very good player.
He is, and to me, I don't think he's underrated because he just got broke off. Memphis sees his worth, and they let Dylan Brooks go.
Wait, shit.
To me, Dylan Brooks,
Lance Stevenson.
People can say that. I know, and I knew you was gonna go there with it. And
actually, Lance is better because Lance does way more offensively.
You're right. You sure?
Dylan Brooks is a one-trick pony, but don't get me wrong, I love defense. But the extra shit that you bring to the table, that you got to calm that down.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, it wasn't good for that unit because just looking at the team preview for Memphis, that unit didn't need that. Yeah. That team didn't need that.
Houston can. Houston can
because Houston got a real coach.
Yes, they do. Oh, we just gonna do it. Let's just get right into it. All right, bet.
And he just gave the whole league the breakdown on how to stop Wembanyama just the other day.
Who? Oh, when the Houston played San Antonio in the preseason.
But
break it down. How'd it go?
Well, he was saying just try to.
He still had 19 points, and didn't you say he had 5 blocks?
Yeah, but no, that was against Golden State.
Oh, okay.
The game against Houston was a couple of days before, and he had like 15, but he shot like 3 out of 15 or something. But they didn't. In the article, it didn't state that he hit like 9 free throws though.
Oh wow.
But Ime was talking about getting up under him. And same old thing that you do with all scores, getting up under him and just trying to be physical with him.
Yeah.
But like that's what I was stating before. Once they really truly learn how to feed him in the post, and once he learns how, really all I got to do is just pivot and turn and hit the Tim Duncan bank.
Yeah.
because they're talking about guys like Jabari Smith Jr., guys that are long. That's what Ime was saying. If you got a proliferation of guys that are long that can constantly switch on and give them different looks, that's what Ime said, point blank, point verbatim. And so it's like you got to think about teams that are good on the wing, with long defenders, or just good defenders that know how to play NBA defense.
Right.
You know, if you know how to really play, you can somewhat excel against him. But his game is so versatile, and once he truly learns how to really play, it's just gonna be over.
All right, two-part question. What's Houston's ceiling this year, and what's San Antonio's ceiling?
Both of them gonna be in the play-in. That's what I feel.
Wow, both
of them,
in the play-in.
Both of them
That's
gonna be in the play-in.
bold.
Both of them in the play-in.
That's bold.
Because Houston.
Look at you.
Houston is, like I said, Houston got a real coach now. I'm a big fan, even though a lot of people don't like him. I'm a big fan of Jalen Green. I don't care what nobody say.
He is good.
It's hard to score 22 points a point a game.
And don't they got Christian Wood too? Did they get Christian Wood from Dallas?
The Lakers got him now.
Oh shit! That's who we should have got. That's somebody who Boston should have gotten because we need him. What? See, Brad? That's another fuck up by you. Continue. I'm sorry.
Well, you got to think about how much money he make.
Christian don't make that much, do we? I don't think Christian would make that.
He might make about 20, something like that. Never
That's
know.
nothing.
We can look it up.
I'd pay that for him. He's worth it. And I don't think it's 20 for one season. Finish your point though.
But just to get back to Houston, they got a lot of talent, and Fred VanVleet is very good. They just got rid of Kevin Porter Jr.
Played itself.
I like Jabari Smith Jr. I like one of the Thompson twin. And I love Ime.
Yeah.
I just fucking love Ime. That dude know how to coach, man. That's a real fucking coach. And when you got young guys, and knowing how young guys want to be coached, and they want to learn, and they need to learn, and you got Fred VanVleet. And I love Fred VanVleet.
Yeah.
And
championship DNA.
And just he's a baller.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Switch
and
on. Okay.
Like he always said, you know, I keep betting on myself and I keep winning.
There you go.
That's why you can't bet against any team with Fred VanVleet.
Yeah,
they're gonna be a winning team.
Right.
Because Fred VanVleet that's somebody you want on your squad.
Damn right.
That's just that dude, man. I love that dude game.
Damn right.
Just straight up when it comes to point guards.
Yeah.
Even though he just got paid, he's still underrated to me. He's still underrated because
he is. But I'm happy for Fred. Fred is cold blooded. How do you see San Antonio getting in the? Because out of real talk, I can't. Out of Webby, you put a gun to my head. I can't name another Spur. What? Only other Spur you know is
put it
Pop.
like this. You figure
another name another Spur.
They got what's my man Zach Collins.
Oh, they do got Zach. Okay. He's a vet.
They got Jeremy Sochan.
Who?
With the colored ass hair.
I don't know who.
The new Rodman.
All right. But how you see? You said what'd you say?
But
the new Rodman. Oh, that's funny. But
with 19, they had 19 wins last year.
Yeah.
You have 19 wins.
Yeah.
Wembanyama got to be good for 10 to 13 wins, at least on his own, with just making improvement, with that much of an improvement making to the team.
Okay. So
you figure anywhere from 35 to 39 wins, you're going to be in the play-in. Point blank.
You can be in the play-in with that low amount of wins, 30 something. Yeah, I guess so, huh? 10th place. Yeah.
Look at last year.
Yep, you sure right.
So it's like when you look at it from that perspective,
yeah,
they can be in the play. Then you got the all-time winningest coach in NBA history.
Yeah.
So, like I said, only thing they have to do by me watching them in the preseason, once they learn how to feed him in the post, because short post when he turned over either shoulder, it ain't getting blocked.
I'll be honest with you though, and I'm just saying this I'm just saying this because I haven't seen him do nothing since 2014. But actually they could have done something in 2015 if Zaza Pachulia wasn't so dirty and put his foot out there and he made Kawhi jack his foot up. But that's neither here nor there. But I don't know if Pop still has it like that. I would love to see I would love to see a younger version of Pop be in there. you know what I'm saying, or someone who is the heir apparent to Pop be in there, a younger brother that's going to replace him. I don't know if Pop. I just don't know if he's got it in him to raise this cat just like he did with Robinson and what he did with Duncan. Really, he was the assistant when Robinson got there, so he wasn't even the head coach, but he was on the staff. So does he got that in him? Because that was '89. That's goddamn 30-some years ago. So he's been in the league for a minute, man. Does Pop have it in him to coach to raise a whole nother NBA superstar, center, big man?
Two things. Well, I was listening to you, but just to clarify. 40 wins is the seal is the root the floor. I sound like Michael. I sound like Michael Jordan, dumbass.
You out this bitch.
But 40 wins. 40 wins in the West and 40 wins in the East.
Sound like Jordan.
The
drunk
ceiling is the
at
floor.
fucking at Chapel Hill out this bitch.
But shoot, you give any coach that, and hell yeah, I can coach some more. I can coach. I'll down this bitch.
Yeah,
it's like that when you love coaching though.
Right.
And you give something. Come on, man, you just gave me this.
Yeah.
I'm not finna retire no time soon.
Well, yeah, that's what I know. He don't want to go nowhere. It's just like
especially you better remember his wife passed away, so it's like.
True.
He got nothing else to do. His wife passed away a couple years ago.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So
wow.
what else he
really
gonna do?
To do? Yeah, it's just like to me, if Belichick if he was smart enough to get a new good QB, which he ain't, he would be able to have some longevity, but he don't, and he ain't got it. I don't even care. And I thought they had. If they beat the Bills today, I'm gonna be happy for them or happy for the players. But I want that old fossil gone. The game has completely passed him by. I just hope that same thing has not happened with Pop. I just hope he's not on that Belichick train, because that game has passed.
Oh, you gotta remember, they was tanking. They were tanking. They just did the best job than anybody else.
When they weren't tanking, they couldn't win. No. When they spent the most money, when Goat left and went to Tampa Bay and won.
I'm talking about the Spurs. I don't give a fuck about the Patriots.
Oh, okay. I thought you was all right.
The Spurs.
Well, yeah, I don't blame them. For the recent losing with them. Yeah, they've been taking, so I'm not mad at them for that. But it's just like, I just hope the game has not passed you by. You old as hell. I'm not gonna front. But let's go back. I want to bring it back to Wednesday night, because Wednesday night is when everything jumps off. We got all games Wednesday night. First one, Houston at Magic. We already high. You high on the Magic because you think they're gonna be so good because of Pablo. I like Cole Anthony. I know he's good.
Whoa! I didn't think it was gonna be so good.
You thought they were gonna be. You said they were gonna be better this year. You just said that a show ago. What? Don't blame me.
No, I didn't say. You making it like I'm saying like they're gonna be
you
top
just
5.
Said that. You just said that 2 shows ago.
They're better.
Two shows ago.
I
they
do
were
like
gonna
them.
be good this
But
year.
you making it like I like them like they.
You said they were gonna be good this year. Don't tell me. You the one said it.
They're gonna be cool. They're gonna be. I'm gonna say they're gonna be like 6th or 7th in the East.
Yeah, that's good. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Don't back up now. And they playing Houston. I got Houston in that game because we're gonna go. We're gonna do our picks right now.
Where the game at? Orlando?
In Orlando.
Orlando gonna win that.
We got Orlando. I got Houston. All right, and let's go back to the first 2 games on Wednesday night. Champs versus Fakers and Phoenix versus Golden State. Who do you have winning those games?
Denver and Golden State.
Okay, I got Denver. I got Denver and Phoenix. I think Phoenix is going to come out and try to prove a point. All right, there we go. The mighty Boston Celtics at, like I said earlier, MSG. They're playing the New York Knickerbockers. Who you got in this? We know who you got. Okay,
I just saw these 2 play last week. Well,
I wasn't too many starters.
Well,
wasn't too many starters.
The Knicks didn't play their starters because unbelievably the Knicks were scheduled for a back-to-back in the preseason.
Wow.
But
that sucks.
You should have seen that game.
Put it like this. I watched it. I watched it.
Okay. Did you hear? Because that game was on NBA TV.
Not the one that PP went off in. Not that one.
Hell no.
Okay.
I'm talking about the game against the Knicks.
He went off with a game against the Knicks too. He had
that
like
was the first. That was. I ain't talking about. I'm talking about last week. They played the Knicks on NBA TV.
Okay. Yeah.
You should have heard Sam Mitchell. You should have heard Sam Mitchell.
That's when you had that long ass text talking about, oh, these are NBA TV guys saying the same thing, but what I know, dude, I fuck with. Look, Coach. Go ahead. Say your point.
Sam Mitchell. This was complete hyperbole. This was ridiculous.
Hyperbolic.
You would have thought Sam Mitchell was born in Roxbury.
What'd he say? What do you say?
It's comical. They might challenge 73-8. I'm not bullshitting.
He said all that. So you ain't say all that on the text. What?
this
He
was
was heaping praise on because he don't never heap praise on Boston like that.
Going nuts.
He don't never heap praise on Boston. Even when we was
He was
supposed
looking
to
at
be the shit.
he was looking at the execution plus the potential. He literally said that they might challenge 73-8.
Good God.
I was like, Sam, calm down, damn, you tripping? You can't be serious. But
Wow.
but he was just looking at the way the offense. This was before the game.
Right.
Before the game, and they came out and shout out to a 27-point lead. I mean, we gave a lead up, like in the third quarter, but the way everything was flowing, everything was playing, it was like, damn, Sam might be right.
Yeah.
But he's not. But offensively, I mean, that's just that unit is, man.
It's nasty. I get
everything, and I seen some, and I saw some things defensively too. But everything that I thought I was going to see, I'm seeing it. And I'm glad I'm seeing it because you can't pick and pop with somebody, Mr. Williams.
Man, don't be talking about Time Lord. That's my boy. All right, look here. You're right. That starting five is cold blooded. That starting six is cold blooded, like you stated a couple weeks ago, like everybody know.
I mean, we hate to say this right quick, but I'm sorry, y'all, but man, Drew and Derek White on the floor at the same time. Have you been seeing this?
What do you mean, Drew?
Drew Holiday and Derek White on the floor at the same time. Have you been seeing when Joe Mazzulla have been switching to full court press?
Is what you call doing this show after this? He is okay.
Dude, our full court press is ridiculous.
Word.
You're like,
I'm tripping. I'm forgetting Drew. I'm still thinking Drew was on the Milwaukee. I'm tripping.
Dude, we're looking like fucking Georgetown.
Word. Okay, yeah, you're supposed to do that.
Dude, Porzingis been straight protecting.
That's what he's supposed to do. But look. Okay, here's the thing, though.
I feel sorry for the East.
Before you basketball nut on yourself. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. It all continges on KP being healthy, and he has a problem with that. He has a severe problem with that, and we don't have anyone else that can back up his type of scoring. You know what I'm saying? Because once you put him, you take him out, then Derek will come up.
You gotta remember, KP
listen. Derek will come off the bench. Everybody will have to play up a position, and we'll lose something. You know
Derek
what I'm
White started. Where you been at?
He started.
Yeah.
They got Drew coming off the bench.
Boy, you.
Well, no.
Man, where you been?
Game I saw, I thought Drew was starting, but it's preseason.
The last two games, Joe Mazzulla, especially the game before last against the Knicks, starters played all the way to the fourth quarter.
Okay. All right, I'm just
ugly.
Wow.
Ugly.
Wow.
Defense is just put it like this.
Right.
The Bucks better be on their shit.
What up, y'all?
The Bucks they better be on their shit to fuck with us.
Word.
It's like that.
Yeah.
I'm not bullshitting. I'm not saying that because I'm a Celtics fan. This shit been looking ridiculous. It's been looking easy.
It's just again, I know it's been looking like that, but the reason why is old boy is out there. I just wonder once he gets hurt, then what? Who's gonna what other big do we have that can come in and give us any? And I don't even want you don't have to do what he does because you there's only a few bigs that can do that. But what other big time scoring are we gonna have that's gonna replace him? Because he's going to get hurt. He just is, fam. So then what? Help me.
Let me put it to you like this. Stop looking at the half empty glass and realize that glass is half full.
Oh man, fuck all that.
First of all, and second of all, honestly, Mazzulla got a year better. You're under his belt coaching, and now you got Van Gundy on your staff helping you out too. Van Gundy is about nothing but defense.
I tell you one freaking thing. Now that is one thing we got to give. We got to give White. We got to give Brad props on is Brad has put together an all-star lineup of coaches out this mug. Like he got Jeff Van Gundy in the front office, or he's a consultant, probably consultant from the crib. I don't know how that's worked out. He's got I think the guy's name is Charles Charles something. He was a big time college coach. Played. I think he played. I know he played college ball. Not sure if
he's
played
giving him all the tools that he needs.
And then you got that guy as a coach. He was coveted. Then you got Sam Cassell as a assistant coach.
That's the biggest right there. That's what I love.
Like, man,
I've loved Sam Cassell since he was a rookie in Houston.
Always, because he came in the league and won off the flip and
he's a baller.
He's a baller, and that's somebody right there that does not let the moment get too big for him, and he still executes, and that's hard to do. So I gotta
hated him at Florida State.
Huh?
Hated him at Florida State.
I don't remember him at college at all. Huh? That's what's up. I didn't know he was a Seminole. But that all-star coaching lineup they got. So yeah, Boston, sky is the limit for Beantown, but it all depends on health, as we know.
Let's get back to these games.
Fuck it, I was about to. You just interrupted me. What is it? Washington at Indy. Indiana all day. Definitely go Indiana. For Washington, they are in a super rebuild, and they look so. Everybody got excited over them because they had that hot start. I think it was last season.
Rid of them pink ass uniforms.
And then Minnesota at Toronto. I'm gonna go.
Minnesota gonna win that.
Minnesota at Toronto though.
Yeah.
Who is there? No, that coach Randy. That Randy dude. He is not a good coach. And they got who's coaching Toronto now?
They got some foreign guy.
Oh yeah, they got that foreign guy.
They got Anthony Edwards.
Yeah. Yep. Minnesota. I got Minnesota too. All right. Detroit at Miami.
Miami gonna win.
These are on the Wednesday games. I think Miami will win that as well. Cleveland at Brooklyn, though.
That's gonna be a good ass game.
That is gonna be a good ass game.
Cleveland gonna win that. Cleveland is the third best team in the East.
Question for you: are we going back to Cleveland this year, or are we going somewhere else for a season game?
I've seen that arena. I'm trying to see arenas I ain't seen.
That's true. I'm with it. I agree. I think Cleveland is going to be good this year. I hope.
Good meaning?
I mean, better than what they were last year. I hope Spider can put his ego to the side and play the type of winning ball that we saw him play in Utah and that he played at most of the season last year. But it's just when it's nut crunching time and it's clutch time and it's winning time. Sometimes he falters or his team falters. So
he only been there 1 year.
But the way they fell to the Knicks last year, bro, like they kind of like they threw up on themselves. Like
you got to look at you got to look at everything.
That was big.
You got to look at the whole thing.
Big.
Like when you say they can be better than what they were, you got to understand. Remember, they were top 4. So yeah. I mean, what do you think Cleveland win last year?
When I say better than what they were, I mean, okay, maybe record-wise, but I also mean is when you're in late-game situations.
I was just about to get to that.
Let me finish. When you're in late-game situations and it's time to win, you can win better now because you have better chemistry because you got a whole year under your belt. That's what I mean. That's what Cleveland should be.
That's what I was going to get to. What I was going to say was you got to remember last year was their first year in the playoffs in a few years, and they were a team that were just put together last year. So when you haven't been in the playoffs and having deep runs in the playoffs, you don't know how to play yet.
Yeah.
Going forward though, like I said, that's the third best team in the East on paper. Experience wise, I would put them number 4 then behind Miami, but talent wise, yeah, it's Boston, Milwaukee, and then Cleveland.
I don't put them that high. I put them 4 or 5. I don't think they're. I wouldn't put them ahead of Miami. I would have put them because to me, I really think that this. I don't know. I'm high on them because I like the Pacers. I like Rick Carlisle as a coach, and I like that roster they got. I think they could be. They're going to be better. And they're going to be a hell of a lot better than they were last season.
Better than Cleveland?
Better than they were, or at least up there with them. That's what I think.
Hell no.
I don't think better than Cleveland. I don't think that, but I think Indy.
That's what I'm saying.
Indy can be on the same level with them.
What makes Miami better than Cleveland? Besides the fact they're playing the shitty division.
Because Miami knows how to win in tough games, and they don't. That's why. And Miami's been in how many finals in the last? Been to bubble finals, last year finals. Been deep in the playoffs every year.
Miami has one of the greatest coaches. Well, I ain't gonna say greatest coaches ever.
He is one of the greatest coaches ever.
Not ever, but he's a great coach.
He is. He's Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Fame coach right now.
Eric
I'm sorry. He is a Hall of Fame coach right now, and
Eric Spoelstra.
I think he's Hall of Fame, and he's top 15 all time. He's already been
all
put on
time?
that list. Yeah, they put him on that list.
Just because they put him on
that list, like I think 2 years ago.
It was just the media.
I don't know.
If it ain't players or other coaches saying it,
yeah.
I mean, people look at Eric Spoelstra as a great coach, but not like one of the greatest of all time.
He is on that list though.
I like his hustle that he moved up from videographer all the way to coach.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say like he's one of the greatest coaches ever. I fuck with Spoelstra.
Yeah.
But no, when I think of greatest coaches ever, I'm not thinking Eric Spoelstra. I'm not putting you up there with Chuck Daly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting you up there with Casey Jones.
I think he's true. I think he's number 15 on that list.
I like his longevity. But like I said, he has benefited.
We ain't got a lot of show left. We can't spend it on Eric Spoelstra. Let's knock these games out. Then I want to get to your segment. Sacramento at Utah.
Sacramento gonna win that.
Same. I got them too. Dallas at San Antonio.
San Antonio gonna win that.
I got Dallas. I'll take Dallas in that. And then you want to put anything on these games?
Be sure you look at Dallas's NBA team preview, and then get back to me.
Okay. Is Luka hurt?
Yep.
How hurt is he?
Got a calf strain.
Wow. Yep. I'll take San Antonio as well. Portland.
Even if he was healthy, though.
Huh?
Even if he was healthy, I'm going with San Antonio.
No, you know what? I'm standing on Dallas. I'm going to stand on Dallas with that. I got Dallas. And whatever you want to put on these.
You mean Alice. Next game. No D.
What is it? Portland at Clippers, last game of the night.
The Clippers.
I got the Clips too. I've been high on them. I love the Clippers. If Kawhi and PG can stay healthy and play games, they will be deadly.
Portland is super young.
Yep. But I just love the Clippers. I want to see the Clippers do well. I've always been a fan. I'm a fan of that organization since Sterling left, and yeah, it's dope. What is it?
Dumbass organization. They should have moved to Vegas a long time ago.
They should have moved to St. Louis. That's what the fuck they should have did. All right, let's do it. We are gonna do this before we get out of here. We're probably gonna wrap the show. We're gonna jump into Coach Damon Hill's Learn Something segment. Let's get it, Coach.
Good evening, good afternoon. Today's segment is about the top 50 highest paid NBA players who have never made an All-Star team, and the crazy amounts of money that these men have made. This is why you choose basketball over football.
Never made an All-Star team.
Now, these guys would be considered regular NBA players. These are not stars nor superstars. Never made an All-Star team. Number one, I'm not going to go through all these names, but number one, there's some notables I want to go through.
Don't start at number one. Work your way down. Maybe do like the top five. Do top five. Yeah, and work your way down from 5 to 1. That's how you do that.
Well, I know what the cutoff is. I'm going to go
from 5 to 1. Can you do a 5 to 1? Oh, they're not already numbered like that?
Yeah, they're numbered, but I'm gonna start with number 9. I'm sorry, number 7. Because this guy, everybody past number 7. We got enough time. Trust me.
Okay.
Everybody past number 7 has made $150 million or less. Everybody from number 7 on up has made over $150 million.
Who is it?
Number 7 is Harrison Barnes at
Okay.
$166 million.
Wow. Okay. Shit.
Number 6, this guy just got released last night. Rudy Gay, $178 million.
Wow.
Highest contract ever, 5 years, 82.
5 years, 80. Wow. 5 years, 80.
82 million. That was his highest contract ever.
Oh, well, that's not that much.
But his career,
Yeah.
he's been hustling.
Yeah, he has. And he just got released. Wow.
Number 5, Eric Gordon, $178 million.
Oh, wow. See, that's kind of messed up. I disagree with that. I call ball on that because that cat is somebody you need.
Never been an all-star.
I don't give a shit. That's somebody, if you have him on your team, if you're a Boston, if you're a Milwaukee, if you're a such and such, if you're a Philly, you got somebody like him, you can fuck around and win a championship. You need guys like him. I disagree.
Largest contract ever, 4 years, $76 million.
It's not even that bad.
That's hustling. That's getting a few different contracts.
That's not even that bad compared to contracts nowadays.
Number 4, C.J. McCollum, $181 million.
Yeah, I believe that.
Number 3, Nicholas Batum, $187.
Wow. Yep, I believe that because he is so not worth it. All he does is miss shots.
Number 2, Danilo Gallinari.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
$197 million.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Number 1 on this list, highest paid NBA player to never make an All-Star team, Mr. Tobias Harris, $211 million.
Wow. Tobias Harris.
Special shout out to number 22 on this list. This is what I really want to bring up.
Wow.
Number 22. I'm going to go straight to him. Otto Porter's number 13, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
It's over $100 million with Otto Porter. Number 20 is Jamal Crawford. 22.
Jamal Crawford never made an All-Star game?
No.
Whoa.
Number 22.
Whoa. I thought for sure he was a fill-in for somebody one year. Like, whoa. Hope this is accurate.
Number 22. Mr. Tim Hardaway Jr. at $119 million.
He's still got time.
For shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Tim Hardaway Sr. career earnings $46.6 million.
Yeah, he played in the 80s and 90s.
You are nowhere near the shadow of your dad.
Clearly, we know
Thanks to your dad, you were able to make $120 million.
Preach. Wow, you just gave him the business, but you're right.
I like you, Tim Jr., but come on, man.
Before we get out of here, why don't you talk about your WNBA? You ain't said shit about it.
Yeah, because we was getting to it.
Aces. See, the Aces are starting to be so dominant. Now, I was almost going to put them on UConn level. I'm tripping, but they're real dominant. They're real dominant, almost to the point where it might be boring. Like Houston Comets when they dominated though it wasn't boring, and it's
that's
a
why
damn
this ain't
shame
boring. It's just two, and this is only 2.
It's a damn shame the Houston Comets are not a franchise anymore. There's no reason why they're not. They're still not a franchise. I don't get it.
But you got to think it's been a lot of changes and different shit going that went on. But shout out to the Las Vegas Aces for going back to back, especially with Chelsea Gray and another starter missing out in Asia Wilson. That was top flight basketball. But the way she played in that second half, the whole game. But the way she played in the second half, man, she got a pivot from the elbow, and when she throw that left hand jumper up.
You talking about that little fader she had? That was so pretty. Man. Yeah, that was pretty.
Big shout out to women's basketball. Yeah. Big shout out to all the ladies, young ladies that's hooping, keep hooping. Don't let nobody tell you as a young lady that you can't do it.
No doubt. I can't. Major shout out to women's basketball. Major shout out to the WNBA. Them sisters did their thing. Of course, I knew Aces was going to win. I didn't even have to put no money on it. I'm ready for women's college basketball. Like I told this dude, I like women's college ball better. I can't wait to see what Iowa do. Let's see if this Caitlin Clark, if she going to bring her team back. I want to see if, South Carolina, if they going to be back, if them sisters going to be dope with Dawn. Dawn Staley. No, Dawn Staley. Is it South Carolina she comes?
Dawn Staley of South Carolina.
There you go. Are they going to be as dope as they usually are? Because Dawn look hype at their goddamn WNBA final. So I'm here to see that. So, super shout out to Elite, State STL Cannabis Club. Everybody who was involved in Cann-A-Ween, and all the sponsors from Green Girl to HPG to She with the Weed to Lifted Provisions to my boy Ben in the back selling his pipes and all his glass that he blow. Shout out to all them. This was dope, man. You got anything before we get out of here, Coach?
Happy birthday to my uncle Fulton Hill. He'll be 75 years old tomorrow. That's my guy, Doc.
Right on. Happy birthday to the uncle, and major shout out to you, Coach, for bringing your next baby grandson in the world. There you go, man. Congratulations to you.
Shout out Tyro Sincere.
There you go. Another number what for the grandkids?
That's my number 8, my number 3 grandson. With number 4 on the way in February.
That's love. Props to you. Stay tuned, The podcast of the year is up, hosted by my boy Sid, with his lovely sister and his beautiful wife. The Ghetto. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Yo, this was High Off the Glass. Yo, I'm OThaGreat. Yeah, I cannot wait to take a break. I'm about to chill and get ready. Yo, I'm watching sports. Let's go Phillies. Get to this damn World Series. Make sure you win it. You're probably going to see Houston. That's going to be a tough test. Make sure y'all do something. Let's go. Teams that I bet for in NFL and Celtics. Let's go. We out of here, yo. Basketball's back. Let's get it.